So often observers will be critical of what an embassy is doing or saying, and my good friend Peter Haas was certain the victim of this. As Ambassador Milam indicated, all of us of course have our personal views, but in a professional diplomatic service, our job is to faithfully represent the policies and perspectives of our elected government, and we take that responsibility very seriously. Within our system, we have avenues for dissent. If there's a policy set in Washington and we disagree with it, certainly an ambassador, but even the most junior diplomat can express dissent. And you know, our forefathers who served in the U.S. consulate in Dhaka in 1971, led by Archer K. Blood, did this to great credit and to universal acclaim. So we implement policy, but that policy needs to be well informed. And one of the dangers, I think, in the digital age is there's a lot of garbage out there in the air, whether it be in the formal media, of course not anyone in this room, but many media report things which simply are not true, and social media has made it so much easier for people to spread lies and disinformation. And Bangladesh, whether it knows it or not, right now is in the middle of an information war, and I'm sorry to tell you, you're losing that war.
Vision Hot and Cool AC 4-way solenoid valve technology te heating or cooling দুই মোডেই কাজ করে সমানভাবে Vision Hot and Cool AC
I don't worry that the White House or the State Department is going to fall for the lies being spread by the apologists for the previous dictator and their international supporters. They'll rely on the reporting from our embassy in Dhaka. I'm confident of that. But many other people, including people who have a voice in foreign policy formulation, may fall for those lies. So part of the role of diplomats and part of the role of embassy is to speak truth and to not make up disinformation to counter disinformation, but to speak the truth. So how do we do that? How does an embassy, how does a diplomat report faithfully to Washington? We talk to people, right? We're living here in this country, and I've always maintained that the moment a diplomat arrives in a country, they automatically know more than everyone in Washington. But we only know those things not because we sit in a big red fort in Gulshan and play tennis at an American club or read a newspaper. We do that because we get to know people. We have conversations like this and thousands of other conversations. And we need to have all sides and all perspectives. So again, you'll often hear that the U.S. Embassy or a certain individual is biased towards a particular side because maybe somebody takes a snapshot of a moment in time and sees them sitting with a former minister of a certain government or representative of another. And then there's an aha moment that this embassy is an agent of this party. Again, nothing could be farther from the truth. I prided myself during my time here, and I know the same for Bill, that we engage with people from across Bangladesh's political spectrum, civil society, the business community, to learn as much as we could, to kind of check things against each other, because surprise, surprise, not everyone in Bangladesh agrees, not just on opinions, but on facts sometimes. So our role in what we did at the embassy was to try to gain the most accurate picture, report that to Washington, and give advice on how U.S. policies could be formulated based on that information to achieve the goals for which we've set out.